Hey everybody, it's Angie from Trips with Angie, and I am here on board the Holland America Westerdam. Hopefully you've been following my 5-part Japan series about our cruise on the Westerdam. In this video, I will be doing a full ship tour, including my balcony cabin 6036. We'll start our tour on deck 1. This is where you're going to find the guest services desk. Right before disembarkation, they put out the tags so you can choose your own time if you want to, if you don't have a transfer booked or a shore excursion booked on disembarkation day. They have a nice little lounge right here. You can sometimes hear the music from the ocean bar, which is cool. And then they have a huge goose. I just think this is funny and an odd choice for the lobby of a Holland America ship. Next to that, you're going to find the Future Cruises desk. There are promotions and special savings or perks if you rebook or place a deposit for a future cruise while you're on board. So they have a lot of area available for that. Then when it's disembarkation time, they do put scales out in the lobby here and then also up on deck 10. So if you need to weigh your luggage before flying home. This ship had tons of restrooms throughout the ship, so always look for one. There'll be one close by. Up on deck 2, we're all the way forward, so we're going to head into the main stage theater. They have kind of the bar set up in the back, and then you walk down the stairs to get down to deck 1. So deck 1 would be the accessible seating. You can come in from the side, or it kind of goes up to deck 2. This had a lot of activities here. One of my favorite things we did was the Tai Chi in the mornings. And then they also had 3 production shows with the dance studio on board. This was the show with the Billboard singers singing and dancing. They also had guest performers. Heading towards the back of deck 2, we will find the Billboard Lounge. So most evenings they had 2 singers singing at the 2 pianos here. Lots of contemporary hits or hits throughout the years, 50s, 60s. They did different themes like icons or country. Then across from that, you're going to find the casino. On our Japan sailing, the casino wasn't actually open very often because we were so close to the shores of Japan. So if you're a big gambler, you might not want to pick a Japan cruise. Behind the casino is the Galley bar. I think this bar is one of the prettiest bars I've ever seen on a cruise ship. Look, it keeps going around here, and Joe here is the best bartender. He's absolutely phenomenal. And then you have this beautiful lounge area. I don't think a lot of people knew it was here because it tended not to get very busy, but I just think it's so pretty. Now coming out, there's kind of this secret hallway back around Galley bar that'll take you past some more artwork. There's a lot of interesting artwork around the ship. So if you ever get bored, maybe you're on a transatlantic, need something to do on a sea day, definitely hop around all the different nooks and crannies and hallways. There's a lot of different art available. That'll put you out on the side entrance to the Rolling Stone Lounge. So here's a view of that kind of from the other way. So Rolling Stone Lounge is rockin' in the evenings. So most of the nights there was a live band that performed here, sets at like 8:15, 9:15, 10:15. This is also where the orange party take place. So be sure to pack something orange because they have an orange party celebrating their Dutch history. Dance floor was open during our sailing. So kind of rock music, dance music. It's where the party area was. So here's kind of a view of the band at night. So you had the drummer, a bass player, an excellent guitar player, 2 singers, and then 2 piano or synthesizer players. So terrific band. Now continuing out, we came out the main entrance here and then heading towards the back of the ship, we're going to come across the Pinnacle area generally. So on the left, you'll find the Pinnacle bar. This had a martini happy hour every night at 5 o'clock, martinis for $7. And then this is the best bar team, Alfred, Benz, and Freddie. They made our trip so much fun. They're the best crew. We spent most evenings here with them. Then across from that, you're going to find the Pinnacle Grill. This is an extra charge restaurant. Reservations are strongly recommended, and I would say required on most sailings. Now heading towards the back, we'll find the art area. So they had several art seminars on board as well as art auctions. Every day they had like a guess the weight of something or guess the price of something. If you like entering those kind of drawings, that's going to be right here. Then this is the Lincoln Center stage area. This area was used for church, for some private programmings. They didn't have the violinists on board for our sailing, so that wasn't used as an entertainment space. Right behind that is the Explorers Lounge. This lounge does not have any bar service, so this was a spot for a lot of people to quietly read, enjoy the view. heading towards all the way to the back is where we're going to find the dining room. So on the left side, as you're facing the rear of the ship, is where you'll enter if you're Club Orange, which is the suite guests or people who have purchased the Club Orange add-on. That's where you'll check in right here. They just didn't have the podium up. There's also the premium photo studio. This is where if you want your own photo shoot, instead of just kind of picking the different backgrounds they have around the ship. So heading into the dining room, they had breakfast every day as well as dinner each day. We did the anytime dining, so we entered here on deck 2, but I'm going to take you up to deck 3 to take a pick. So you have a choice between anytime dining where you just kind of show up, or you can make a reservation, or you have a set dining time where a lot of people all eat around 5:45 or the later time. So up here on deck 3 was where the most of the set dining seating was located, especially this filled up for the early dining time. So you can see the red and gold theme here. They did have like beautiful flower arrangements throughout, and then the deck 3 kind of looks over and down onto the deck 2 dining options. Coming out of the dining room, we're going to head towards the front of the ship now. Now we're on deck 3. We'll pass the photo studio. So throughout the ship, they're going to have little background set up where you can take a photo. You can take as many photos as you want. There's no obligation to buy them. They'll print them. You can take a look at them. And then if you'd like to buy them, it's available. Here about midship, you're going to find Ocean Bar. So it kind of has 2 parts. So this side here on the right, as you're looking towards the front of the ship, has the bar where you'll be able to sit. Or as you come around the corner and go to the left, this is a much larger bar area. And this was where there was a nightly trio that played. So this was kind of more jazz music, instrumental. They played each evening earlier. So this is like a 5 or 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. They play here. So think of your pre-dinner music. So you kind of had this at the beginning of the evening, then it went into Billboard, then it went into Rolling Stone. Deck 3 is where you're going to find the Promenade deck that goes all the way around. There were a ton of people out here because this happened to be when they did the 5K to raise money for the Ukraine. You could sign up for that a day in advance. But they also have these great loungers out here. So this was a popular spot on our sea days. And then also just as we pulled into port, because we had so many welcoming ceremonies. Hopefully you've seen my Japan series video by now, so you know all about all the welcoming ceremonies we got in all the ports. Deck 3 here is also where you're going to find a lot of the shops as you move forward on the ship. So your watch shop, your souvenir shop, if you forgot anything at home, need an extra bag or swimsuit cover up, that's all going to be here on deck 3. They had sales throughout the cruise. Now the library is so impressive. This is the most impressive library I've ever seen on a cruise ship. It really felt like you were in a bookstore or a really nice library. You could check books out. They had a number of different selections, several copies of many of the books. So this is a great option. You don't need to bring a lot of books with you, as long as you haven't read all of these. So it was contemporary books that had been released in the last couple of years. It was not dependent on people, leaving books behind that they had brought with them on the cruise. So really lovely. Coming out of the library, we're going to find more shopping. To the left is 3 conference rooms. These were used by private groups. This one was used for bridge playing throughout our sailing. We had crafting groups on board that would use these conference areas for their meet and greets. To the right of this area, you're going to find the internet center. So it's just 4 computers set up. It's not staffed. Then you'll need to walk through Effy to get to the front of the ship and to the theater. The Effy store had seminars throughout the cruise. They had an auction. When you get on board, there's a little necklace in your room, and it gives you a schedule of when you can come and pick up free tags to go along with the necklace. I thought that was pretty cute. Heading through the Effy shop, we're going to get to the forward bank of elevators and to the upper deck of the main stage theater. So this is where you'd want to enter if you wanted to be all the way at the top. Notice the poles. There are obstructed seats in the theater, both on the main 2nd level and the 3rd level, so look out for that. Now let's head all the way up to deck 10 forward. This is where we're going to find the crow's nest and the shore excursion desk. So the shore excursion desk is here to the left. You can also find a kiosk on deck 1 near the guest services, or book your shore excursions through the app. But if you wanted to speak to someone, it would be here at the Shore Excursion desk. You'll also find a lot of board games here in the Crow's Nest, which was really fun. So we would come up here on the sea days, grab a game, and play. The interactive display there, you can kind of play around with the screen, and then you have those great chairs all the way to the front of the Crow's Nest looking out over the bow of the ship. Those do go fast, so get up early. This is where the coffee shop is located. So on this side of the bar is going to be where you could get your specialty coffees, like your lattes, espressos, those type of drinks. And then as you come around the lounge, lots of seating here. But again, all of this area filled up very quickly. A lot of people reading, playing cards, playing games. And then this side of the bar is where you're going to find the bar. So if you wanted alcoholic drinks. The craft area is here in the corner of the Crow's Nest. They had a painting class, some origami classes, but this is where the crafts will take place. Heading up a little staircase here to the side of the Crow's Nest, we'll find the retreat area. This is a special extra charge area where you can reserve cabanas. As you can tell, it was very windy on our sailing and kind of cold, so this area really wasn't open during the course of our journey, but you could see it being very popular on a Caribbean cruise or even an Alaska cruise. Like, for instance, today you're going into Glacier Bay if they decided to open it. Heading down to deck 9 forward, we are on the right side or starboard side of the ship. This is going to be your quick entrance into the fitness center and a way to get out to overlook the bow if you want to be outside. So here's the fitness center to the left. We'll swing back by, but first I want to show you how to get outside. So keep going past the fitness center, through these doors, and then you'll find a door to the outside. This leads to a nice deck right in front of the fitness center. So everyone working out on the machines will have a view of you. Just keep that in mind. But you can head out here and it's very windy. That's why I'm walking so slowly. I had trouble opening the door. And you can have a great spot. So we had some scenic sailing and this was a great area. Then heading into the fitness center, it's a well-sized fitness center for this size of ship, has all the equipment you could need, free weights, treadmills, ellipticals. The morning stretch class was very popular. Every day they had a 9:30 stretch class that was filled with at least 30 to 40 people each time. The fitness team also has different seminars and other classes throughout the cruise, but everything you'd need. Now, if you go in on the port side or the left side as you face the front of the ship, this is where your standard entrance to the spa is going to be. There is a thermal suite. I'm going to show you that in a second here. There's also, a beauty salon for your standard manicures, pedicures, haircuts, as well as massages. So here's the extra charge thermal suite. It has the large hydrotherapy pool as well as steam rooms. The sauna is available to everyone. It's back here in this little bit corner. It's a little sad, it's a little dark, but if you like a sauna, you do have one available with a shower. This is the Lido, the main pool area. It could be covered or uncovered. It was covered for most of our sailing. So you see the whirlpools there, lots of seating with tables and chairs. I do like this. I like having more tables and chairs than just lounge chairs, especially on longer sailings. You have your ping pong as well as your beanbags game. Here's the Lido bar. And then on this side, this area, they would have a taco bar or a noodle bar. So this is the day it was a noodle bar. So basically you get a bowl, you fill it up with the different vegetables, mushrooms if you want any protein, then you pick your noodle, and then there's broth at the end. So you basically make your own noodle bowl. The other option was a taco bar. So they would kind of rotate. Then this is also where you'll find the dive-in burger shop. So they have several different dive-in burgers, several different hot dogs, and the best French fries at sea. I love these French fries. They're double battered deep fried French fries. And then I also really enjoy the dive-in hot dog. So let me know if you've tried it and what do you think. Heading into the Lido, this is the buffet area. It's a large buffet. I was very impressed with the size. In the front of the buffet, both sides are different. So on the left side, as you're looking towards the back of the ship, is Asian. And then on this side, the right side, as you're looking towards the back of the ship, in the afternoon is Italian. So you'll have your pizza and your pasta. This is during the morning breakfast buffet, so they have a lot of different options. Oh, here's the pizza and then the pasta that you can have in this area. And then again, on the other side is Asian. Then the rest of the buffet is the same. I really liked how they showed what gluten-free options they had available. Now, as you head back into the buffet, here you're going to find the ice cream. So they have soft serve and scooped ice cream. Some of the flavors change every day. Then your main buffet line, this is where you're going to find your carved meats for breakfast. This is where you can get eggs to order. And this is going to be the same on both sides. Every day at lunch and dinner, they had a special vegan option. There's also a salad bar available. And a lot of the Asian specialties would be vegan if you just got the vegetables. Headed towards the back, we're going to find the Seaview Bar and Pool. Back here at the Seaview Pool and Bar, on the right side as you're looking at the back of the ship, there are tables and chairs for dining. So if you can't find a seat at the buffet, this would be a good spot to go. On the left side as you're facing the back is the smoking area and the bar. So just to give you an orientation. Back here you'll find the chaise loungers. Now, I have a question for you. I think these should be facing the back of the ship so you can watch the wake. What do you think? Would you rather watch the pool or the wake? Let me know in the comments. But you can see you have your 2 whirlpools as well as a pool and a shower. Now heading up the stairs, we're going to get to another area where typically on a Caribbean sailing, you would have chaise loungers set up here and then up the stairs to the sports deck. Now this could be a basketball court, but for our sailing, pickleball reigned supreme. So they had pickleball times, they had a pickleball tournament, they even had coaching sessions to learn more about the game, the rules, how to serve. So it was pickleball all the time. Heading back down the stairs as we continue towards the forward of the ship on deck 10 here in the aft, you're going to find your shuffleboard. Then heading back inside, you're going to find the kids area. So those are the public spaces on board. Let's head down to deck 6 for a tour of my cabin. This is cabin 6036, a VB Verandah Cabin. Right to the left as you enter, you have your closets. So up top are your life jackets. Then this is a short closet for shirts or pants that are hung up. Next to it is the long closet for dresses and more life jackets. This cabin can sleep 4, and I'll show you where those are. So you have plenty of space for your dresses. And then lastly, this closet is shelved. So another life jacket. So that makes 4 life jackets. We received 2 beach towels, 2 robes. You have another shelf, your safe, 2 blankets for use on the balcony. And then this, you can hang clothes up in here or just use it as a separate shelving area. Looking out on the bed here, and then we'll take a look at the bathroom. Here are these little hooks we brought ourselves. So inside the bathroom, we were surprised it had a bathtub, so that was pretty exciting. It's a decent size bathroom. So you have your towels up there, hanging there, then your sink area, a single sink. It has a shelf down below, and then you have your shaver outlet and a medicine cabinet, which I think is really fun to be able to kind of hide all of your cosmetics and different bathroom necessities, your 2 glasses, and then here on the wall you'll find soap as well as lotion. In the shower, it is a shower curtain, which is less than ideal, and you really have to kind of tuck the shower curtain into the corner, so get it a little wet and then like kind of tuck it down, otherwise it does leak all over the bathroom. It is handheld and had very good spray. So this is a very nice shower. You do have a clothesline, and then you have your shampoo, conditioner, and bath gel. There are grab bars if you need them. And it's plenty tall. So I am 6'1" almost, and I was able to stand in the bathtub and my head did not hit the top, which was great. Coming out here, we'll find the bed. These are 2 beds pushed together. And then this is a bunk. So my guess is when this bunk comes down, you actually have to have these 2 beds separate, so the person has a way to get up and down onto the bunk. Next to the bed, on this side, we'll find the USB charger, your own light, a nightstand with 2 drawers. Then you also have a curtain if you need to draw across here for privacy, especially if 4 of you were sharing a cabin, that would make it easier to get ready. 3 hooks the television, and this is just a cute little spot to keep all those papers you end up with. Then on this side, we have the phone as well as another USB charger and the nightstand with 2 drawers. There is not a regular plug over here, so we requested an extension cord to run the CPAP machine that way. Distilled water you can order in advance. It is an extra charge. Then this cabinet is filled with stuff. It has the hairdryer as well as extra glassware. You have the desk area with a little shelf in the corner there. Then above here, there's storage. It's just 2 shelves. You can use clothes. I'm using it for all my filming equipment. Then this is another bed. You can see they have their own little light switch as well. And then another curtain. So whoever was sleeping over here would have some privacy, a nice table, and then heading out onto the balcony. Oh, forgot to mention the mini fridge. We had them not fill in the mini bar. We had bought a bottle of wine with us, so we just keep that in there. All right, heading out to the balcony. It's a nice sized balcony. It is kind of funny. We only got 1 footstool. I'm sure we could request another one. But no, it's a great sized balcony. We are again on deck 6. Plenty of space. Sitting down, this is your view. I'm going to start including this because I think it's important. So sitting down, your view through the glass of the balcony. And then for privacy, it does cover all the way so no one can see you from above. And then we are on the port side, so there is the bridge. And a little look at the Japan Sea. So that's the Westerdam. What did you think? Let me know in the comments. Have you sailed there? What was your favorite part?